Come on, Leo. It's time to like adorn your crown. Put on your crown. I know it looks like I'm taking mine off, but hey, with all that's been going on astrologically for you guys being ruled by the sun, all these planets in I am, your ruling planet, the sun, is exalted in Aries. I just saw 27, my lucky number. I'm just telling you, the chaos is happening for you. I promise. Hi, Leo. It's your girl, Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2024. Highlight. Okay. Highlight. What needs to be highlighted? I was meaning to say hydrate. Light it if you got it. And it came out highlight. Mercury is still retrograde in my sign, so excuse the stammer. But I'm ready to get it in. So let's go ahead and create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors. Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Taurus season 2024, this is fixed earth. Fire. You're fired up because the sun is like really shining. It's like warm in this hemisphere. It's getting to the point where it's warm everywhere in this hemisphere. And there is this like, it's time to remember who you are. It's time to remember your power. It's time to step into it. And it's time to have a good time too. So yeah. There is something about remembering you're regal, remembering you are astrologically of the nobility. You know, there is this leadership quality that I feel like, and you know, that's why the sun is exalted in Aries, right? Because the energies are very similar. You know, where Aries will just go for shit, y'all need to make sure that everything looks good and that it's like people would be willing to follow this, right? Or people can get behind this, right? Like, I can help people with this, right? Versus just like doing the damn thing. There's all this like unnecessary, well, no, there's all this questioning that takes place. And I won't say that it's all unnecessary. But you guys can get to a point where you talk yourself 2022, you talk yourself out of masterful decisions. You talk yourself out of your mastery or convince yourself that you don't have the mastery that you do, or if you forget that you have the masterful skills that you have. Like, and it's time to do something with them. It's time to build a new foundation with them. It's time to really start like marketing, promoting, putting ideas to form. This is fixed earth. It's time to plant your seeds. With you being this ruled by the sun and the sun dictating the season, this is the season of I have, and it's the shadow of the of Scorpio, the season of I desire. So there is this like, you got to get real for fucking real and be honest about what it is that you truly desire. Ooh, I just saw flutters. What it is that you truly desire, and then 3, 2, 1, go. Go for it. What do you truly desire? And how can you transmute those desires into like 3D tangible results in your, like, how can you make your desires your possessions? That's the name of the game. It's time to put some shit to form. It's time to really make sure that your actions are matching your ambitions, ultimately. So, like I said, relax, hydrate, highlight, light it if you got it. I feel like things are being highlighted for you guys in some sort of way, like aha moments, epiphanies. It's giving kind of Ace of Swords energy. It's funny, Ace of Wands is here. But there's this, like you being given something. Something is being highlighted in your life. I feel like you have the ability also to start highlighting your skills in a more effective way. Like it's time to get a better marketing strategy around you highlighting your skills and selling your services, and or trying to get that promotion, or like what different qualities do you need to display to put yourself in a position of getting that level up. However that manifests, whatever professional situation, I feel like there's something like that's being highlighted where your attention is needed and action is required. But you got to get real about what it is that you want. So welcoming in, asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2024. Hold on. So the first card, the only one that flipped over, is the Page of Cups reversed. Then I'm pretty sure it is then the Page of Pentacles. I'm gonna just honor this. Like I flipped them up all reversed. So I can't just change it because it would make things simpler. And that could be something that you're dealing with now. It's like, make sure that you're true to your heart, that you do the right thing, that you don't lie, that you don't, it's like, don't try to be careful of spinning things to be seen in a more optimistic light than they actually are. It's like, give people trust people with the raw truth. So we have the Two of Pentacles reversed, the 10 of Pentacles reversed, and then the 7 of Cups reversed, with the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So there's 3 court cards out here, which lets me know there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen, or you're consulting a lot of other people about your purpose, your money, your stability, your dreams. Some of you are consulting people who are just not fucking qualified. Like you're consulting people who are childish or immature. It's like if you're, trying to stay in your relationship and you get in an argument, but you call the fuck love friend, and they're gonna be like, fuck that bitch, leave her, blah, 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 leave, whatever. And that's not, a mature response to conflict. So there could just be something about making sure that you're qualified, or that you're getting advice from people who are qualified to give you sound advice on whatever thing that is starting over. With these 2 pages coming out, it's like you're in the initial stages of things. You're in the initial stages. I feel like a lot of you are in the initial stages of leaving an old modality, leaving an old maybe healing modality. Maybe some of you are like yoga teachers or card readers, or like some of you may be doing sound healing, or there could be like you may be in some physical field, but there could just be like, okay, we're not doing this anymore. Some of you are not playing enough. So Leo, first thing to be clarified on the selenite throne is your relationship to receiving, your relationship to your emotions, your footing. I feel like it's time to get a more firm footing in whatever it is that you believe. I just heard agnostic. Some of you may consider yourself agnostic, but I feel like there's something about doing more research into figuring out, what is it that you believe in? And, that, do you at least believe in yourself? Are you believing in yourself properly? What is that? Of course, I'm fiddling with my hair. I almost didn't do this reading because I was like, I need to go wash my hair. And I was like, no, you need to go to work. That's what. So those are 90% of my conversations with myself. With the Page of Cups reversed, there is this. Some of you are like, you were talking to somebody, you thought that it was going to go somewhere and it ended. Some of you are maybe experiencing immaturity from other people that you're romantically interested in, or you are showing up as immature in some sort of way. Maybe you are taking your love back. Maybe you're done with a relationship. Maybe you're, focusing on getting a firmer footing, because I feel like in some sort of way, Taurus season is going to remind you that, hey, shit's getting real. And it's time to get disciplined. It's time to figure out a routine. It's time to be diligent. It's time to plant the seeds. It's time to figure out what seeds you need to plant so that you can water the soil, heal the soil, plant the seed, tend to the land around, that it's planted in. When it starts to germinate, and like you're taking care of the bush and you're pruning, like it's like you need to figure out what it is you want to invest in. I feel like for a lot of you, there is a whole new relationship to fitness, a whole new relationship to your physical body, a whole new relationship to wellness. You diving deeper into maybe new skincare, new hobbies, new workout plan. There's something new around your body and fitness, and it could absolutely be making you money. But a lot of you either are talking yourself out of a fuck ton of money, or a brand new life, or your family, or the people that you love. There are people around you who may just be like, you can't make money off that, you can't do this. But if you put your money with your mouth, where your mouth is, if you tap into faith, you make a huge jump from the Page of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles, and then what's underneath it is you, the King of Wands, and then the Four of Wands. So you focus on taking care of your physical body, you tending to your diet, the music that you listen to, the media that you're consuming. You need to you trying to build something, you need to surround yourself with people who build. If you're hungry for growth, you need to be around other people who are hungry for growth. Like, successful people hang out with successful people, period. Say I'm wrong. That's just your ego. And a lot of you are like, oh, I just heard but imposter syndrome and yada, yada. And it's just like unpopular response. But you feel like an imposter because you're not that person yet. So what do you need to do so that you can become that it person in your field, or giving yourself that feeling of fulfillment in your life? It starts with tending to your self-worth so that you can start taking better care of your physical body. And then you investing in yourself is going to give you a whole new, different level of confidence that puts you in this position to be wishing and to getting out of this place of self-doubt and confusion. There will be an emotional outpouring the closer that we get to Gemini season, because Gemini is, I think, and you're going to have all these ideas flushing in, and you have to be aware of your shadow. You have to start being honest about what it is that you're wanting. Some of you are drinking too much. Some of you are smoking too much. Some of you are partying too much. Some of you, and it's just like, all right, if all your friends do is just party and bullshit, then that's what you're going to keep doing. And then you start to look fucking haggard, and it's going to be get to a point where it's just like, you're going to want to stop working, and you have to, because all you wanted to do was party and bullshit. And that's when you see those old people in the store. Well, that's not all their story, you know what I mean? But it's time to think of the long game. The sun will be in the same sign as Jupiter and Uranus. So best believe, if you're not planting seeds, and if you're ignoring what your gut is telling you, if you're ignoring your dreams, if you're conforming and just letting yourself work in a job that you don't like, if you're just, versus like tending to the purpose that like I feel like the divine is put in your body. Some of you are feeling called to something, and it's like you're ignoring the call. You're ignoring like your gifts. You're ignoring your power in some sort of way, and it's playing with your money. And since when do we do that? Like, why are we doing that? There could also be something really, really off with the numbers right now, or money may be feeling really tight, or there could be something really off with someone with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements, or someone in your family making you feel like an option, making you feel left out. There could be abandonment wounds coming in. There could be, you know, a lot of pressure from your family or someone with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements, or it's like a lot of pressure for you to do better financially, or subconscious comments or pressure like that you're feeling. But you know it in your gut that you are capable of more. I feel like there's multiple streams of income within you. There's so many things that you want to do, so many dreams that you have, so many like pies you want to put your finger in. I get it. I understand. But it's like, with this being reversed, there needs to be an emotional and spiritual outpouring so that you can really take a look at the things that you're wishing for. What are your current wishes and hopes? And let's take the time in Taurus season to evaluate our actions, and do our actions align? If you keep doing what you're doing, is it going to get you to your desired trajectory? Hydrate on that. It's time to get firmly footed in the spirit, firmly footed in your faith, and then firmly footed in your emotions. You being firmly footed in your feelings is not a bad thing. You need to know how you feel. You need to understand what an internal yes is, what an internal no is. You need to be able to trust your intuition. And I feel like a lot of you have taken on stuff that's like not yours to take on. A lot of you are juggling things, trying to make money decisions or like career decisions through a logical lens versus understanding that your purpose is a very spiritual decision. And with that Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, it's just like the cleanup crew is coming. Some of you may be like feeling diminished in some sort of way. Let me zoom out a little bit. You or someone around you is not being compassionate, or there could just be something about like the ending of something that was new, some kind of new feeling, you in the talking stage with somebody or some shit like that. You're losing feelings for them, they're losing feelings for you. Whichever way, I feel like in some sort of way for some people, especially if the person is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, I just feel like someone may be being immature, or like you're seeing that in them, or they're retracting from you in some sort of way. And I feel like good. You have other shit to be focused on anyway, like yourself and getting your shit stable. You taking your power back and starting to realize like your priorities are shifting and need to be shifted. For some of you, your priorities are off, and the things that you're juggling aren't even like what you know what needs to be focused on. I feel like there is so much potential that you have, boo. So much opportunity to really like have a brand new relationship with your self-worth, therefore your body, therefore your money. Like there's a whole new chapter that wants to be written when it comes to you and prosperity. And I feel like you got to pour out the old program, the old beliefs around the ways that you are okay with lack or scarcity. The ways like who taught you out of dreaming this big, or who's talking you out of, being disciplined and structured. Were those even displayed to you in your youth? Were those qualities ever instilled in you? You may be having to teach yourself discipline. You may be having to teach yourself to have better, to make better fiscal decisions. But Taurus season, is value. Like there is something about, you're going to really start to figure out what it is that you value, and that time is money. And it feels really important for you to figure out what you want to invest your time, money, energy, blood, sweat, and tears into. And I feel like it's something new. Some of you are starting over. Some of you, I feel like some of you also have been down, waiting on an apology that I don't feel like is going to be coming in. That there is something here about like the flow. There just looks like there's a bit of an emotional up and down, especially if you're involved with somebody that has Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements. I feel like there's a bit of a roller coaster. Look at like both of these, both reversed, and like this fast water. Maybe some of you are talking to somebody and they want to go faster than you're really willing to. I feel like you're finding your pace, you're finding your footing, and that's what really matters. And it's really, really important that you believe in yourself and that you shoot your shot when it comes to your career. There is no such thing as failure. It's all just data collection. So collect the data that needs to be collected. Mind your business, put your nose to the grindstone. You don't need to be taking in all these other people's opinions unless they are masterful in something and have accomplished something that you want to accomplish. My personal rule is I don't admire people that their lives I don't, or I don't take advice from people I don't admire, excuse me. Like if I don't admire your life, nah, bro. And which means I don't often take people's advice, because I got to see your life and the way that you live, or I've got to see the fruit of your labor, that you are qualified or skilled in this thing, It's like, okay, yeah, you're a realtor, but you've never sold a house. And why would I come and take, sales advice as a realtor, from you? It's just like that highlight, I think, is a scrutinizing eye that you're being given. I feel like you're being given the eyes to be it's like you're being given the eyes to be more open, but also like your horizons are being broadened when it comes to financial intelligence and body intelligence and maybe even somatic intelligence. And I just feel like this stuff needs to be addressed in Taurus season, so that come Gemini, there's not all this cloudiness and all this shadow. And we're going to clarify this over in the plunge. This is looking juicy. Over there, we clarify every card. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. Come join the ethical cult. It's a hoot. For free shit, though, check out my Instagram at JustJ_everything. TikTok at JustJEverything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website. And all the links are in the description box below, along with your channeled song for the season. So be sure to check that out. I've been doing that for years, and I'm scared that no one knows. Anyway, No major arcana, Leo, sun, moon, and rising. Like, it feels like you're not really being redirected. You're being like maybe tested a little bit, you know. I think that the upheaval that you're experiencing and the result of these eclipses are really trying to get you to figure out who you are, what you're going to do about it, how to have more balance in your life, how to have healthier, more authentic relationships, and how to be brutally honest with yourself and others about your true desires so that you can have the fucking life that you want with the person that you want or people that you want, you know? Do you, is your life now or never? I ain't gonna live forever. I wanna live alive. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.